Oh yes. Oh, come on. So why wasn't he singing in Sweet? Why wasn't he singing in Sweet? Oh, he raps too? Uh, all right. Hi, hello, everyone. Welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, I'm TK. This is TK Talks K-pop. Today's not K-pop, but it's K-pop affiliated because it's SM Entertainment affiliated. Y'all, they be in SM Town and everything. I love that for them. Anyways, look, we're going to check out Dear Alice. You saw the title. We're going to check out 3 tracks today, which is going to end up being about like half of their EP, if I'm not mistaken. We're just going to do these 3 tracks today. I'm going to give it some time to see if we get any visuals or visualizers for the rest of the B-sides. But if not, I'm sure they'll do a dance practice or something eventually. I will. They are on my list to react to the rest of this EP. I will get to it, you know, especially if I like all of these, I will get to it. Anyways, I enjoyed Ariana. It was cute. I like everything, like I like what we've got going here. I don't know anything about the members still, and I don't hear much about them. I don't hear much about them, like, at all. And honestly, I feel like people be sleeping on them because I didn't even know their EP dropped until, like, I was randomly like living vicariously through people in London going to SM Town. You know, I was just like casually up at like, I was casually up at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. looking at people posting, because I didn't even work the next day. I was just casually looking at people posting their experiences from SM Town. And I saw this thing of them, specifically this thing of them making like a human period. And I was just like, oh, right, Dear Alice. I feel like I haven't seen heard anything about them. And then come to find out, they dropped a whole EP and I didn't know. I didn't know about it. But so low-key, I feel like they might be a bit slept on. And y'all K-pop fans might not be ready for what I have to say about that. But we'll mute that. We'll mute that. Ooh, oh my goodness. But I have some thoughts on that, but we'll save that for a later date. But anyways, because I need to see what the content gives. Right? Before I like fully form my opinion on, like, you know, a potential fetishization of Koreans. But see, let me or Asians in general. Shut up. Anyways, look, we're going to go through this. I've got Sweet. I've got drums, and I've got the visualizer for something else. What is the other thing I have? Save Us. I have the Save Us visualizer. We're just gonna do them in order of release, starting with Sweet, and see what we got.
I just wanna taste it. Come get a piece, baby. Let's give it to temptation.
Oh yes. Oh, come on. You better. Love how we strip back everything. This beat. Voice. Background vocals. Oh. Wait, this is a vibe.
There's nothing fresher than a sip of tea in the dead of summer.
That was cute. That was cute.
It's cold at the top, but wait till you get to the sugar under.
Love when they strip back. You can just see the votes. Hey, come on, footwear. Hey.
When the tip of my tongue says I miss
Those chords in the back. The guitar.
your touch
Come on.
to move.
Come on. That chord change there. That's the SM of it all. That chord change. There's guitars, everything. This is catchy. This is catchy. I know where you broke the hammock. I mean, my boy can sing, bruh.
Sweet.
Oh. That song is that song is too short. What the fuck? That song is too short. That song is too short. I was getting into it. I was feeling it. Fair enough, though. It's still a bop to stay into. Who is that? He can sing. He can sing. My boy with the undercut and the blonde and the tattoo. He can sing, bruh. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get into the Save Us visualizer, official visualizer. This is, thankfully, longer. Short ass songs, bruh. The short ass song Apocalypse is gonna kill me. He is so cute, by the way.
We didn't think twice, didn't need an excuse, didn't need a disguise. Love came so easy when I looked in your eyes. I can remember the day that the words turned to knives. Apologize in the morning for what we said at night.
Big fan of his tone.
Darling, won't you tell me why I'm terrified? I've run out of ways to say I love you. Oh, I tried.
I'm not gonna put the lyrics in because it's in English. I can understand them. But maybe I will put the lyrics on, just because there's no point. So why wasn't he singing in Sweet? Why wasn't he singing in Sweet? Or maybe he wasn't, he just wasn't shown.
It isn't easy to watch us as we fall apart. First I fell at your arms and I fell at your heart. It feels like a nightmare trying to.
This is such a Western, like, boy band slash girl band thing to do. It's not a K-pop thing to do. You know what? Let me actually, let's get through these. Actually, I'll save my thoughts to the end. I'm peeping, but I'm getting the sense that different songs are geared towards different members. Yes. Get into it. This is cute. Come on with the layers. This instrumental was kind of Adele coded.
to change so I don't hurt the fool that I was. Wasn't enough to save.
The melodies are kind of Adele coded as well. Ooh, love that. That one also could have been longer. That could have easily been a 4-minute. Like, let me stop talking about these. Sorry. Okay, this one is titled Drums. All right, with a song titled Drums, I need to. Oh shit! Hey, hey. Oh! Y'all know me. Y'all know me. If you watch my reactions, you know me. And if you know me, you know that this one is already my favorite. But you also know that this is probably the one. Hey. But this is probably also. Oh, he can dance, bro. Come on. So y'all are the rappers, which is why y'all had no lines. No lines in the previous song. It's two days singing all in the other piece. I mean, they probably harmonize, but goddamn. God, hey. Bro, he's holding a boombox. That's so old school boy band I live. With these shots. Okay. He's so cute. Love his tone, by the way. Do you get the sense? Knew a pre-chorus was about to come in. Really sense? This is the one. This is the one. This is the one.
Here come the drums. Here come the drums. Got you feeling dizzy from the drums. Here come the drums. Here come the drums. Baby, I can take it, give me more. I'm trying to navigate all the mess we're in. She an angel, but she acting so devilish.
Oh, he raps too?
She trying to pick up the pace, and you know it was a
What the?
B50 from caffeine for a shot, running my engine, I'm not gonna stop. I like such your eyes when we touch. We about to be hit with that rush.
Oh, well.
And you feel it. Up and down, double time, we so in it. Clock in the overtime, we ain't finished. Wonder Woman, come on, you got no limit. Show me that. Baby didn't come to play. Blow my mind till my brain lands miles away. Right start, double kick, shake the ground. High stop on the edge, don't look down.
Love a clap there, bud. Cute. They're cute.
Here come the drums.
Love the love the with those runs. Yo. This bridge is about to hit if they have a bridge. Okay. We either need a bridge or need a dance break. Oh no, the song ended just like that. Okay. Let me tell you something. All three of these songs I enjoy. All three of these songs I enjoy. All three of these songs I enjoy. I enjoy a lot, actually. Like, I enjoy a lot. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. They're quite talented. I see the vision. I am here for this. These songs are too short. These songs are too short, bruh. I feel like every single song ended before I was just like, all right, this is the moment. This is the moment. This is gonna be the killing moment. And, you know, it's not, this is when I complain about songs being too short. I don't ever want it to come across like I'm like it is a critique and it is like a note that I would like this better, like if it was longer, but it's also like not anything to do with them or the group or even really their producers or the people who created the song, because like that's why I describe it like it's why I say short song apocalypse. Like it's literally just a thing about pop music, not even just pop music, like all forms of music. Songs are just getting shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter, and like believe you me, I actually really understand well the like reason behind that, like streaming, TikTok, just the way music is consumed nowadays. There is a significant incentive to make your song shorter and like to compress the experience to where it can be like consumed on repeat and repeat and whatnot. That's just the age of streaming, bro. So fair enough, fair enough. It's not actually like a dig, but it is like, I don't know. For me, like when I'm like discovering new songs, when I'm just letting my songs play on Spotify Shuffle, 90% of the time, if I see a song is like less than like 2 minutes and 40 and 50 seconds. 2 minutes and 40 slash 50 seconds. Really 3 minutes is my preference. But if I see a song is short and it's coming up on my Spotify Shuffle and I've never heard it before, I'm skipping it. Like, I skip it. I skip it like immediately. Like if I'm looking at the progress bar and I'm just like, it's like, oh, this is a short song. If I'm just trying, because I'll do that sometimes. I'll just have my Spotify on shuffle or like let the radio play or like whatnot. Like, you know how Spotify works if you use Spotify. But like so, and Spotify is normally how we listen to music most of the time, bruh. And so I'll do it, and I will tend to skip the songs that are sub 3 minutes because I don't know. I always want more from it. So that's really not a dig, and it's really like it is a critique, but it's a personal critique. I know that a lot of people don't care about that stuff, obviously. Otherwise, it wouldn't fly for people to be putting out short ass songs. But for me personally, I feel like all three of those songs could have benefited from at least another minute added to each of their runtime. Like at least another minute, at least another 40 seconds. 30 I'll take. 30 I'll take. That all being said, I enjoyed all the songs. All of the songs were bops. Drums, probably my favorite. Drums, probably my favorite. Y'all, if you know me, I live for those gritty sounds. That beat, that delivery. I live for kind of like a droning tone. He had that in spades. Something I've noticed is that they're doing this very, very, very Western boy band / girl band thing of like songs, like the line distribution is kind of interesting because on Sweet it really felt like only two of them sung and the rest kind of like harmonized in the background, and then in the next one it also felt like only two or three of them sung and the rest of them harmonized in the background, and in this one it was a bit more evenly distributed between the five of them. But that's something that I've like, I've always been able to kind of like observe with a lot of like old school, not so much nowadays. Well, there aren't very many Western boy bands nowadays, but like you've got like the main singer, the dancer, like it's different in structure from like K-pop, even though K-pop can also have line distribution things where someone barely sings, but it's normally a very specific person or a very specific people, like the same time every time that barely get lines. What I'm getting from dearALICE is that they have songs that are geared and catered towards specific members to take the lead, and I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that, actually. I think if you're going to, because someone has to be last at a line distribution, right? But if you're going to do a thing where you don't go out of your way to like divide it across the group equally, I feel like it sits a bit better when everybody has their moment to shine. And so it sits a bit better when you have songs that are kind of geared towards a specific member, or like you make a song around a member. Like, it's like, and where I feel like it gets kind of dicey is if you have like a Pussycat Doll situation where you write the entire song around one member and have that entire member sing, and have that one member sing almost the entirety of their discography, and every once in a while you let one or two people come. But that's not what I'm getting from this. I'm getting like, we're intentional, like we're picking whose voice or tone or whose presence like fits each of these tracks. Time will tell. Time will tell. Time will tell. It's just something I noticed. It's not a like that's not a plus or a minus. That's just like a neutral observation. I like them. They're quite talented, and I think they might be a bit underrated. I think they might be a bit underrated. I think they might be a bit underrated. I don't know. I don't know how Western audiences are taking them, but K-pop audiences that also listen to music outside of K-pop, I feel like are sleeping on them. I feel like they're sleeping on them. And one of these days we're gonna have to talk about how y'all will switch up on something when depending on who's doing it. One of these days. We're not ready for that conversation, and we probably never will be. But one of these days, it's gonna come to a bit of a reckoning. The more K-pop gets global, like I know this is not K-pop, but it's K-pop associated because SM Entertainment, right? But like, the more it gets global and the more it spreads, someday K-pop fans are going to have a reckoning for how they accept certain things based on like who's doing it, as opposed to, like not. Like, whether or not it's because, they're Asian, or it's because they're attractive, or it's because, like, they're this, that, and the other thing. One of these days, K-pop fans are going to have a reckoning. And that's not just K-pop fans. It's not just a K-pop thing, all industries, but, for the purposes of what I'm trying to say, we're going to single in on K-pop fans. One of these days, K-pop fans are going to have a reckoning as to why they enjoy certain things when it's a Korean group, specifically Korean artists, doing it, and why something of similar quality and similar execution does not connect with them. Because, the answer is fetishization. But, like, the answer is fetishization, right? And racism. And racism at the end of the day. But we're not ready for that. We're not ready for that. K-pop as a whole is not ready for that. It's still, it's getting very global and it's getting very popular, but it's still too niche. Like the way y'all talk about certain groups, I'm thinking All Day Project, actually. I'm just going to name drop them. The way y'all talk about All Day Project tells me that you are not ready for that conversation. Oh my goodness, the way you talk about an All Day Project and they nigga boo is, oh my goodness, I'm gonna cut this out. And of course, I know if it's not your vibe, it's not your vibe, right? But like, I don't know. Sometimes people be saying some crazy slick shit out their mouth, and that's one of these days, we're gonna have that conversation. Bruh. Anyways, that's it. That's all. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed them. I'm glad I reacted to this. Yeah, and I'm glad that I was like living my best life, casually just living vicariously through SM Town, London, participants, because otherwise I don't think I would have known that they dropped an EP, you know? Just living my best life, Not thinking about race science or eugenics. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because that happened around the same time as SM Down. anyways, look, y'all. If you made this far, thank you so much for dealing with me and whatever this was for dearALICE. Like, comment, subscribe, share, choose. Let me know what you thought down below. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. I know that the day I was about to edit and drop this, that they dropped these official lyric videos. I'm so glad I've been recording long enough that I noticed that these dropped before me editing them. Yes, let's do this Rose's official lyric video and just branch it all together, and then we will have done the entire EP. Look, I did butterflies. Butterflies is cute. I don't really vibe with butterflies though. I could buy you roses, but let's see what Roses is giving us. I don't wanna know if you're moving on. It's already more my vibe. We broke up. I'm running out of ways I can say I love you. I know you. Been running out of reasons to stay. The mixing is very. Their voices are so forward. I'm a big fan of that. Guitar chords are giving bossa nova a little bit. Buy a little time to right these wrongs, hoping it ain't hopeless. And I don't wanna know if you're moving on. If I thought for a moment your feelings would change, if I knew that they'd make you stay, then I would buy you roses. They can sing. Vibrato? Love that. I woke up. I don't know what else I can do. I was dumb, yeah, I was stupid. Ain't no Casanova Cupid, baby. All I ever wanted was you. My heart is in your hands, baby. You don't understand. I know I ain't never felt this way before. Now I'm racing out the door so I can buy you roses. Buy a little time to right these wrongs, hoping it ain't hopeless. The beat is very minimal, but their vocals are making up for it. When they look. Yeah. This one in drums. Searching every open store so I can buy you roses. Buy a little time to right these wrongs, hoping it ain't hopeless. And I don't wanna know if you're moving on. Go, let me buy you roses, roses. I could buy you roses, roses, yeah. Roses, roses every day. Oh, is it fading out? Wait. Wait. Hold on, let me go to Spotify. It's the same length, so... Does it really just fit? I could buy you roses, roses in every day. Okay, so hear me out. I know I've been complaining about the short songs. And that one, I feel like, could get another 30 seconds as well. But the fact that it faded out, it makes it hit different. There's something about songs fading out that hits different. That might be my favorite. That might be my favorite. That's probably my favorite of this little EP situation. Y'all, that was really good. The vocals on that one were chef's kiss, magnifique. The vocals on that one were the truth. That one's my favorite. I thought drums was gonna be my favorite, but that one's actually my favorite. And then I like how stripped back it was. Like, it felt like the entire song I was like waiting for a different beat to drop, and it never dropped. But I'm okay with it because the vocals were giving me what I needed them to give. It was giving me more than I needed them to give. And the vocals were so forward and so present. Oh, it was a vibe. And then I'm a big fan of like those like wall of sound type vocal layerings. When they would sing Roses. This one and drums. I've enjoyed everything so far. Everything's been cute. Except butterflies. Sorry, butterflies. Sorry, butterflies. I don't dislike butterflies, but butterflies didn't really do anything for me. I'm not going to lie to you. Butterflies didn't really do anything for me, but I've enjoyed everything else so far. But drums and roses, those are the two for me. Those are the two for me. Anyways. Okay, that's really it this time. I clicked the wrong button.
1등 달러를 핑크였어요.
Oh my god, I can't. He's so cute. Oh my god. Daddies. I can't believe that. The tension.
I want to hear your voice so bad.
Oh, Bam Bam, please! Bam Bam, please! Ah!
마지막에 뽀뽀까지 하는 거.
Hadua is a shipper. I'm telling you, Hadua is a shipper. Hadua is a shipper. I feel it in my spirit. And he looks so different. He looks so different. Shaking down this other child for like this. Even though a bunch of these actors look like grown-ass men. But I don't know if it suits the genre with what they want, but I don't know about the point he's trying to make here. I'm like trying to meet him there halfway, but I'm still okay. I feel really bad for Dom. Like, my heart hurts for him. I'm already invested.